want the Final Four from a couple of years ago, which featured Florida Atlantic, SDSU, Schoolcraft, and UConn. I don't need that. But my point is, I do think we are seeing a fundamental change in the sport. That, yes, no slander to Rico, NIL has done this. Because you're seeing the talent disparity, even in something like what Vegas puts out there with the point spreads. These are point spreads we have never seen in this sport before. In the second round of a tournament, 23, 14. I mean, it just, Rico, I don't think we're ever going to get the mid-major to break through again.
See, I think you will get a mid-major to break through.
Oh, when? Let me set my alarm clock, Rico.
You had a lot of close games this year. I think it's just a resetting of college basketball, but I think it will happen. But if a Cinderella wins all the time, we don't pay attention. It's not.
I didn't say all the time.
But it's like a 12-5. It happens every year that we don't even, 12 beat a 5.
I'm going to say it again. Okay. They are not getting to the Sweet 16 anymore. A Cinderella was a team that won multiple games.
So if the coach of Drake stays and doesn't bring him to Iowa, then this is a story.
Well, to hell with him, because he cost me when I was sitting right next to you in Vegas a few years ago when they tanked it against Miami. So I don't want to talk about him or his bald spot.
But
I've had enough.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm very bitter.
If the jersey said Drake instead of Iowa, now we're talking Cinderella.
Yes, except you've just made up a scenario that is, do you understand how, okay, it takes twice as much energy to disprove nonsense. I can't disprove what you just said because it's totally made up. That's ridiculous. That's like if somebody goes on the internet and says Rico screws goats. You don't address it. It's gonna take twice as much for you to disprove it.
No.
Well, I'm making a point.
Make a better point.
Okay, all right. Clearly, Rico does not have sex with goats.
Make a better point.
Okay, hold on. I'm just saying,
David. Text communications.
It takes so much energy to disprove bull jive. So I'm not doing that.
Instead of if the coach stayed and his players stayed with him,
okay,
they're the same team pretty much.
But it's not. They're in Iowa jerseys. I can't change that. Yes, that if it were Drake or if it were Hofstra or if it were High Point, that's Cinderella. Cinderella, it does not exist. Because winning one game does not qualify you as a Cinderella.
And then I wonder, do people really miss Cinderella that much? Or is it just the latest reason to bitch about college basketball?
Probably both. In fairness, yes, the default for me is I hate the direction of things.
Because it's like, I miss Cinderella.
I miss the mid-major breaking through because then the second round became this, okay, is this going to become a huge story or not? That's the problem. Now,
so we needed High Point to make it through.
Yeah, because then High Point would be one of the three big stories this coming weekend of like, holy hell, this group of weirdos is here shooting 40-foot threes. Their coach who's angry at everybody. Yeah. But I feel like a fundamental change has happened. You think it's a blip.
I do. I think that,
also, sorry about the goat thing. No, I was making a point. Make a better point.
Right. You really do. I expect more. Kenny calling me a Tom, that's one thing.
No, he said he was referring to Milliken.
Milliken, right.
Oh, God.
I think that this is a blip. I think that eventually you're going to see.
Okay.
And because if anything, Mike, you'll see kids out there trying to win just to boost their brand so they can go someplace else.
It's 2 years in a row, and it's really never happened, buddy. And here we are.
It has. And now, it can't be all 4 1 seeds again. If we end up with all 4 1 seeds, then it'll be a problem. Now, here's the only thing that I will say.
Oh, let me hear it. Here's a concession.
No. It tells you why you do not need a tournament expansion. Totally unnecessary. Because if the underdogs aren't winning now,
they ain't going to win later.
Adding 10 more teams, not going to help. If we're not counting what Texas did and what Iowa did as that, then there's no point to this.
There's truth. So I'm not here to argue that.
There's my concession.
I'll take that. Yes, I agree.
No expansion.
We'll take that. David, text communication?
This just in, according to Mike, Rico just bought a goat farm.
No,
that was from Roy.
I was simply saying the reason you don't address nonsense is it takes twice as much energy to disprove total garbage than to ignore it. That's all I was saying. And I just felt like Rico was giving bull jive there.
The senator from New York has offended me. I want him sanctioned.
Okay.
Here's one for you,
Oh,
Rico.
wait, you don't have an army? I know the Chappelle skit you're going at. Sanction me.
If Michigan wears CMU jerseys, it would be a Cinderella.
He's making it up.
No, but what I told you, David, if UAB still had Yaxel on the team, maybe they're in the tournament and maybe they're that Cinderella team.
And if Chris Webber didn't call a timeout, then maybe we would have won a championship.
Okay.
Or if you had a timeout, you would have won.
Also, this ticket text has just come in. It just says goats and hoes.
You know what? I'm just going to read this. Act like you guys don't exist.
Okay.
The playoff
Sanction me.
The playoff push is here. NBA teams are deep in the stretch run, and Fanatic Sportsbook is ready for every moment. Here's the deal. You guys have heard me talk about Fan Cash, and remember, every time you bet with Fanatic Sportsbook, you're earning up to 10% Fan Cash, whether you win or lose. So even if your bet misses, you're still stacking Fan Cash. Fan Cash unlocks value you can't get with other sportsbooks, like more bets, unlimited profit boosts for your favorite player props, authentic NBA gear, tickets, access to exclusive Fanatic events like the Fanatics Fest in New York City, but that is not their only play. The good times roll on with Fanatics Fair Play, an injury protection policy that turns losses into wins. That's right. If you love player props like I do, your legs are protected across the entire first half of every game if an injury takes place. If your guy goes down, you're getting your money back or your parlay plays on. Make the switch to the sportsbook that gives you more to play with. Winning hits different here. Got to be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET.
It's Monday. We're going to do a couple of these. It's one of my favorite segments of the week. Can we say that? David? And I'd like to start. Can we say that David's immense experience working at the airport qualifies him to speak on every matter today?
I agree. I think
that was still the best thing I've heard all week. The best.
And it's just Monday.
I'll keep everything to myself from now on.
It was the best.
No. Guys, can we say that North Carolina has to fire Hubert Davis after this past weekend?
I can say it. It doesn't mean it's happening. But yes, if you're North Carolina, I understand the changing landscape. But put the shoe on the foot of a Carolina fan. We're North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Why do I feel like we are in the wilderness? Mm-hmm. And this hasn't gone well. And the thing I hate more than anything else is what we call the Iserman principle. I don't care that you played here. You now are a head coach, and North Carolina is kind of an also-ran. Kind of a team I don't fear, a team that I don't believe has oodles of talent, and I understand they had an injury.
Right.
But again, Rico, yes,
They did lose their best player.
but you can't lose a 20-point lead, which was the biggest collapse in the round of 64 ever. You are North Carolina. It can't happen. And you have to ask yourself, is this program headed in the right direction under Hubert? My answer is no.
Well, especially what you see John Shire doing for Duke. That also does not help him.
That's exactly what it is. Down the street, your rival is succeeding. Yeah, it has to be over for him. I mean, you are North Carolina. You are a brand. This is where Jordan started. Worthy, all of these guys, you win here. You can't have this.
Well, especially when I read reports that he really didn't want the job. He was just told, you're going to take this job. Always a ringing endorsement.
So he's basically Monty Williams.
Yes, except for he was told by Roy, you're taking the job.
Got it.
He might be told by Roy, you're gone.
Hey, remember what I said before? Yeah.
Changed
Take the
my
$5
mind.
million buyout. Go buy a house next to Monty. All right. I feel like Wojo for this next one.
What's that, drunk?
No. But can we say that Gonzaga is just no longer a threat?
No. I'll take it a step further. I want them banned from the tournament. In fact, let me take it a step further. I want St. Mary's banned from the tournament. In fact, I'm not done yet. I want the WCC banned from NCAA tournament competition.
New Pac-12.
Yeah, no. That conference can go to hell. Every year we do the same crap. We talk about Gonzaga, St. Mary's, San Francisco, whoever it is. And I got to listen about these bloated win totals. And you know what happens? They don't do Stugats. You're Gonzaga. I'm not asking you to win the whole damn thing. But my God, that's not even that good of a basketball team. Mind you, their best player is Graham Ike, who's 32 years old. I'm tired of him. Tired of Mark Few's face. I don't want Gonzaga in the tournament anymore. I'm sick of them. I laugh my ass off when they lose. Tired of them.
Yeah, that move to the Pac-12 on July 1st
May what?
This is Mark Few it might be past his time. It may be time for them to look differently, do things differently, because they can't continue to do this. Back-to-back years you lose in the second round can't continue to happen.
I think he had his one shot against Baylor, and we got to see what happens when he faced a big-time team. They got run off the floor. There's always been a softness to that program.
Mm-hmm. Well, they never really play tough opponents until they get to
after Christmas.
Right. And then when they played Michigan this year, it was just like, wow. Either Michigan was really good or you're really bad because you beat them by like 40 points. It seemed that way if it wasn't for 40 points. Sticking with the same thing.
Sure.
Can we say Kentucky may have a new coach next year?
I'd say yes.
I don't know if Pope will make it through the next week.
No, I'd say yes. Look, they didn't deserve to win that game. Shout out Herb Sendek. You're the devil. I just don't think that fan base patience is not going to, and especially if Cal's got Arkansas cooking. They got rid of him. They brought in the former player. It seems like the bloom is off the rose.
Kind of like Shire at Duke for Carolina.
Yeah. I would say yes. Why would you keep him at this point? That was embarrassing yesterday.
2 years in, does he deserve a third year to maybe get this thing cooking?
Look, they gave him $20+ million to build a roster
that
didn't make the Sweet 16. I'm sorry. Like, if you want less pressure, don't coach at Kentucky. Yeah, every 2 years, I'm handing you $20 million. You don't get me to a Final Four, Space Cannon. Am I wrong?
No,
That's how this sport is now.
I just wonder if he gets that third year to say, guys, seriously, I'm trying to build something here, and you're asking me to flip this thing in two. Don't give me the Jonathan Smith treatment.
No, because it's disappointing because they shouldn't have won the first round game. You do, miraculously. You get
that
to
was
overtime.
a great shot, okay? He designed that play.
But the problem is then you don't show up for your next game. That's the problem. If you fought hard and it came down to last 5 minutes and you just didn't get it done, you didn't show up.
It was close until it wasn't.
Wait. What are you, Kelvin Shepard? Our run defense was good unless it was bad. Wait, what?
I mean, if you don't count the 20-point loss, then yeah, but they were close in the beginning of the second half. All right. Can we say The Big Ten was the big winner this weekend, sending a bunch of teams to the Sweet 16.
I guess.
I love it. I love it.
And can we say that the ACC was the big loser because you're sitting there with one representative?
Yes. Yeah. No, that league is really fallen off. And I think this is the problem. It doesn't matter the sport. Rico, the ACC, the SEC, these schools don't have money. All this comes down to is how much money do you have for whores? That's all this is. Okay? So the ACC and the SEC are largely vacuum salesmen. The Big Ten, who's always had immense donor bases, well, they can afford better escorts. That's all this is.
So let's play a little game.
Okay.
I know we have our bet, but Mike, I give you the Big Ten teams in the Sweet 16
All right.
or Duke. Which would you take?
Well, I have Michigan, so
I mean, forget about our bet. If you just had all the Big Ten teams,
Big Ten
you
teams?
had Duke,
No,
who
I
cuts
take
down the nets?
I take the Big Ten teams because I think Michigan is winning it all.
Okay.
So I got to stick to that.
Okay.
Big Ten teams.
Just saying.
Ridiculous. Yeah, can't wait to watch Iowa use up 800 minutes of TOP.
What if we get Iowa versus Purdue for a national title?
I hope there's a media blackout. Watching Braden Sturtz play point guard and just basically he's the human clock killer.
Sturtz versus Braden Smith.
Amish City.
David, you got anything?
Watching Iowa's like narcolepsy.
No, the minute he said horse, that was all that needed to be said.
David, it's not even a national championship anymore. It's just who's the spender of the year. So that's why you're seeing the ACC struggle.
Finally, can we say that the loss of JT Toppin finally caught up to Texas Tech?
Yes. In one moment, it just all went to hell in a handbasket. Yeah. They had kept plugging holes in the boat and had gotten here, and then like the boat split in half. Mm-hmm. And I was in disbelief because Rigo's right from the start, and then you text, it was just boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was over fast. Just go ahead and.
Dude, Bama hit 11 threes in the first half. My goodness.
Yeah. We got time for one more?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Man, please. He worked at the airport. He knows time.
Can we say that it's time for Bill Self to
leave?
For Bill Self to reevaluate if he still wants to be at Kansas.
He should reevaluate being a scumbag. I don't care about
Dollar Bill.
Man, F Bill Self.
I mean, he had one of the best players in the nation.
Get out.
Yeah, for how long?
And by the way,
13 games.
They're lucky that game wasn't another 60 seconds on Friday night because they were well on their way to getting baptized by Cal Baptist. They blew a 26-point lead. Cal Baptist had the damn ball down 6 with like a minute 15 to go. And Darren Peterson didn't shoot the ball the last 4 minutes.
Well, Self's had a lot of early exits in the tournament as of late as well.
Listen, the problem for him, everybody can cheat now. It's not an exclusive Lawrence, Kansas special.
Okay.
Pack up.
Shout out
gone.
Cliff Alexander.
Oh.
If you know, you know.
Mike.
Yeah.
From the logo.
Hell with the I'm the kid from High Point.
Did you work at the airport?
Yes. All right. I can't stand Self. I think he's a scum of the earth.
All right. We'll run this back.
Okay.
More Can We Say That later. 97.1.
Moran Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 selling Chevy dealer 2 years in a row, and Truck Month loaded with deals. GM employees and immediate family members, you can lease a 26 Silverado Crew Cab starting at $199 a month, 24 months, or a 26 Equinox LT, $239 a month, 36 month. Both deals, $999 down. Even if your bracket is busted, you can come out a winner with a new ride from Moran. Shop online anytime at moranexpress.com. Or stop by on Gratiot, just north of 15 Mile in Clinton Township. It's Moran Chevrolet, where you always get the best price, period. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Odyssey.com rewind. You missed anything. We'll get back into the tournament a little bit. We talk Lions, too. Some reporting today. Yep, they're done in free agency. Done. You never really started. But we'll get to it. Just real quick. I still can't believe what you just told, this story you just told me. I don't even understand how that happened. Do you share this with the people? I can't even believe this.
Yeah, let me get the location. But there was a mire, and I guess they made a mistake and had diesel fuel in the line. So when you got gasoline, you accidentally got it blended with diesel fuel.
You blew up your car.
There have been cars who have been, they basically said you got to come back, show that you've got gas here, and I guess they're going to take care of you.
Oh, my.
Yes. It was quite the error on their part.
How many people filled their car up? Do
That
they even have a gauge?
No. I don't know how many people filled up their car, but I know that story came out over the weekend that, oops, hey, by the way, if your car's running and it's smoking and you got gas from this place, this mire, come back and come talk to us.
Yeah, you'll be walking back because your car exploded.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, then. Real quick note, if you're going, geez, they've talked about a lot of stuff, but not the wings. We made a choice today. We are saving the wings for tomorrow because tomorrow is going to be the Super Bowl. The Wings woke up out of the playoffs. And while we were all watching the tournament, Ilya Sorokin, who's going to win the Vezina, stole another game for the Islanders, 1-0 over the white-hot Blue Jackets. Mm-hmm. That bumped you from the playoffs. Tomorrow night against Ottawa and Kenny returning, to me, it's one of the rare games where you're like, okay, no, seriously, you have to win this. Because if you don't, I know it's hockey, and I know weird bleep happens, but I don't think anybody and their mommy has you winning in Buffalo after that. Meaning, this is kind of a twofer. You've got to have this game. And Ottawa is going to be back-to-back. They're playing in New York tonight. Do they save Olmark for you? Maybe. I don't know who's starting in net for them tonight. I'm just kind of hope casting. Mm-hmm. But you got to have it. So we're going to talk about it tomorrow because, look, I haven't written them off at all. I know Kenny has and Costa has. They may end up being right. I will only tell you the happenings of the last 48 hours. Between John Gibson faltering and you getting goalied into what the Islanders did against the Blue Jackets, yes, your playoff odds have taken a hit per Vegas. I'm saving that for Kenny and his Shackets return. So, David, some text communications, and then we'll go cornucopia mode at 5 o'clock with both tournament and the Lions stuff.
Gentlemen, I know Rico ruined college basketball like he did football, but I got to tell you, I love the March Madness tournament so far because there are no true Cinderella stories left. This is what I like. The big boys eating at the dinner table. Can't wait for Thursday. That is from Marlon. Someone else texts in and says, guys, can we say that Brad Holmes should have a statue in Philadelphia for leaving players on the board for them so that they could build a Super Bowl team while he chased luxury skill guys?
Come on. Okay, look. I could still say he's been good, but the idea is he's got to finish the job and get this team to win a Super Bowl. And I would ask you for evidence of teams in the NFC that have either gotten to and won the Super Bowl in the last decade that's done it in the way that you're doing it, which is largely not participating in certain portions of the offseason. Mm-hmm. That just doesn't make sense to me. We'll get to it in a few minutes. Go ahead, David.
Good afternoon. Mike, you're killing me today.
Why?
I put on a T-shirt and a flannel shirt today.
Oh.
Now I'm going to get outed for wearing a shacket.
No.
From Chuck.
No. You have to understand. Kenny doesn't wear flannels. It's a shacket. It's a flannel jacket. It's like a husk. He wraps himself up like corn on the cob, and then he puts on his husk. He doesn't go anywhere without the shacket. He never takes it off.
Because he doesn't wear a jacket, period. It can be 20 degrees outside. I mean, Kenny, where's your coat? I don't need one.
But I think it's part of his strategy. Because then that allows him to miss an extra 7 to 10 days.
That's why you're sick, huh? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, weird. You're sick. Right. You were in shorts. It was 20 degrees. David?
Someone texts in and says, "You talked about the Florida law, Rico. Do you know where Kenny got married?"
Nope.
Oh boy. No,
Nope.
nope. We're gonna leave that alone. Nope.
But when I saw in
No.
searching for show
How did it not
topics,
pass?
right, and that's what I said. Like, okay, first of all, why is this even up for debate? Wait, it didn't pass. Oh boy, something's wrong here.
Something is definitely wrong here. Someone says, "Yes, I love the idea of Cinderellas, but I don't like the actual Cinderellas. I want the big boys at the table."
Okay.
Everybody loves Cinderella until your team has to play one, and then you want them to go away.
Yeah, or you beat them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh well, let's get this. No, I don't want Cinderella here. No.
Someone's asking, because I guess Travis Kelce signed today for 3 years, $54 million. Someone says, "Can you explain why the Chiefs signed him for 3 and 54? That makes no sense."
I think they're doing the Miguel Cabrera thing. I think it's a loyalty thing. I think they're rewarding him for what he's done, not what he's going to do. I think it's an egregious signing. Now, I would need to dig into how much of it is guaranteed.
Yeah, right there. Because I think a lot of it, Mike, it may just be for pomp and circumstance. Really, this is a 1-year deal.
And if that's the case, okay, I'll work my way around it. Would I want him back? Absolutely not. But here's the deal. Patrick Mahomes runs that organization. So if Mahomes wants him back, you're bringing him back. And again, it's just this is the way of the world. But if it's really 3 at 54 or they guaranteed 2027, no, I think they're bleep for brains. I think it's outrageous. But I got to see, is it worth the paper it's written on, to Rico's point, or is this just Brandon Ayuk 2.0? Not the melting ice cream cone, but the contract.
Like the Le'Veon Bell deal, or they thought they had a deal like way back in the day, and he was really getting like 10 million of it.
Yes.
So yeah, correct. Someone says, "Yeah, the wings are cooked, but I'll text back in tomorrow and tell Kenny that to his face."
No, and that's okay. I want you to understand why we're waiting is because it's going to be game day, and that is absolute must see TV tomorrow. Like, it's okay if people say if they lose this game they're done, because I'll be there, and I've been very patient. 97.1.
Brought to you by Twin Peaks. The Pistons will be without two of their regular rotation players tonight, and Kate Cunningham and Isaiah Stewart against the red-hot Lakers. L.A. his starting guard Marcus Smart out as well. Detroit's magic number to clinch the top spot versus Boston in the East sits at 7. They do own the tiebreaker as well. Here the 7 o'clock tip tonight right here on 97.1. The team also announced they'll begin selling playoff tickets April 1st. OKC has a 3-game lead for the top spot of the NBA. They'll get 17-point-per-game scorer Jalen Williams back from injury tonight against the 76ers. The Red Wings are hoping the captain Dylan Larkin will be back tomorrow. Wings currently a point out of the last wild card spot here. MSU head coach Tom Izzo told the media today there's no chance Devine Ukachukwu plays this week. The Tigers have their second-to-last spring training game tonight against the Rockies. They're setting Jack Flaherty to the mound. We also learned today their opening day starting pitching matchup will feature Tarek Skubal and Nick Pivetta when they face the Padres Thursday. Tight end Travis Kelce has re-signed with Kansas City on a 3-year, $54 million deal today. At the Corwell Health Sports Desk, I'm Jeremy Otto. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Five o'clock, good to have you aboard. We're going to kind of multitask a little bit. I mean, the tournament we opened with, and then we got into Lions. We'll try to do both here. Red Wings are going to get main stage tomorrow because it's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty dramatic stuff. Even if you're just a fringy fan, if you want them to make it, you got to lock in tomorrow night because that is, you got to win a home game against Ottawa. Knowing a road game at Buffalo is right after it. Knowing Ottawa's back-to-back. So we'll get to it tomorrow. As the Wings currently, yes, they're a game out of the playoffs, albeit game in hand. All right, tournament, we started. We talked last week on Friday. If Michigan brought their A game, they were going to be fine. If you screwed around, you would have found yourself in trouble. I think early on, St. Louis played as well as they could play. And what Michigan did is wore them down. Oh, yeah, that's cute. You can go ahead. We dare you to execute like that all game. And second of all, their size and picking up Robbie Avila top of the key with size and Yaxel's ability to guard every position. Look, it just wore him out. They took Avila's playmaking out of the equation. They turned him into a three-point shooter, which he's capable of doing, but that's you don't
it's
want
not
him,
his game.
Right, you don't want him taking 10 of them. But Michigan is just that's why they're my national championship pick. They have answers to just about any test you can give them. And they're different. They're a level above. Now, for State, I don't know what to do because, and I would say this if I were a UConn fan as well, when you play a team missing their best player, what am I supposed to take out of that? State, by the box score, should have been drilling Louisville. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rico, every hit more threes. Now the turnovers were
turnovers.
That was the equalizer.
That was the difference, yeah. And it was ridiculous turnovers. It wasn't like flow of the game or, oh, man.
They're bad. They were bad.
Yeah, it was like a fast break, and there's Cooper going down, and you're overthrew him.
But just like, look, UConn played UCLA without their top guy. Michigan State played Louisville without Michael Brown Jr. Happy they won because it's March and you want something to watch next Friday night. But I don't know that I'm ready to go both feet and jump in and say, okay, I need to see it again. Like case in point, I need to see, can Trey Fort do it against another real opponent? Can Cohen Carr, like you said it perfect earlier, like if that's who he is, well, then the sky would be the limit. But no, I'm not going to take one game of him being a knockdown shooter when he was basically been a long game poly. I got to see that. And I'd say the same thing if you're UConn. Yeah. It's like your stars played like crap and you faced a team that didn't have their best player. Congrats on beating them.
Well, because
Show me Friday.
Yeah, I would say this as far as Cohen Carr. There's a reason why people leave you wide open for those shots.
Yes.
And that's not a slight on him. He doesn't hit them. And
sometimes it's just truth, Rico.
Right.
It's 25% three-point shooter.
Right. Like if he stands out on the three-point line, go guard somebody else. We'll let him shoot that shot. Now he hit 2 of them, so now you have to guard him. It's the same with Carson Cooper. I don't think that UConn's going to be worried about his three-point ability. He made his second 3-pointer of the year. When he shot that, it was like, no. It was kind of like you, like, no. Okay.
Yes. But no, your guys' confidence level after, look, both teams got through. I think I'd like to believe that was the minimum for both. We talked about it as State is probably Sweet 16 good. Michigan, you know my deal. I think they're going to win it all. I was more worried if MSU faced South Florida. That was a stylistic thing. But now, okay, Friday night, you get the 9:45 time slot, and it's Hurley versus Izzo. Show me. Yeah. Show me, damn it. So if you want to talk about that, you can. 248-539-9797.
You take any stock of the rematch?
What do you mean?
Because remember, they played each other in the exhibition season.
And you told me there were 108 fouls.
It was a ridiculous amount of fouls in that game.
Here's what I'll tell you.
Nobody is an exhibition game. Nobody paid $7 to watch a free throw shooting contest.
I will tell you that as we sit here on March 23rd, this is just me. Anything played, pre-late January, I don't value. Okay. I don't. That's me. I don't. It'd be like saying, well, MSU beat Arkansas. Did they? It was Arkansas in diapers in November. That's not the same Arkansas team now.
So on the flip, do Duke beat Michigan State? Does that count or no?
No.
Spears didn't make a basket in that.
No.
He was 0 for 10.
No, I just think the teams are a lot different. Now, the difference is when I talk about Michigan and Michigan State, we have data points that are far later in the year, and the games basically went the same way twice, and Michigan is just simply better. So, no, that's just me.
Okay.
Maybe you're right. I think.
No. I was just asking.
Is it wrong in saying that, look,
because sometimes we downplay, you couldn't beat Arkansas again, but it's like, well, Duke, you lost to. Well, yeah, because Duke's better than you. I can't have
No. I would say, look, just go play the damn game. I'm not saying State couldn't beat Duke. The only team I'm out here telling you I don't think they're going to beat if they played them 10 times is Michigan. I just think Michigan has the elixir, and I don't think State's got enough. And if State had more reliable outside shooting, it might be the thing we've talked about all year. Right. Now, as far as the Lions go, this is really simple. Reports today, they're done in free agency. John Jansen, I think, said it best. They failed free agency. They don't look markedly better. I think a lot of people would tell you they've gotten worse. But where are you at with the Lions? Where are you at with the job Brad Holmes has done this offseason? And do you believe they've done the job? Because it seems like, sounds like, feels like, according to reports. Okay, on to the draft. They didn't restructure at a level they could have. They didn't spend the money that they could have. And what they brought home, look, the only player you acquired that I can say is a clear upgrade positionally is Cade Mays. Why? Not because he's, a Remington Award winner, but because Glasgow was so bad. That's a clear upgrade. Where else did you get better exactly?
You didn't.
So you guys tell me. Now, what's the floor for the team? I mean, if everything went wrong, I still think you win 8 or 9 games. I think you're a 10-win team. But I don't think there's a lot of juice to the orange above that. And your team, once again, Brad didn't use the levers available to get better. He doesn't believe in it. And the problem for him is the Howie Rosemans and the Les Sneads and the John Lynches and at that point, I think it was it Jason Light, whoever was the Bucks GM, like they do it a different way, and that's why they keep going to the Super Bowl. Even John Schneider, the risks that Seattle took. Mm-hmm. And yeah, by the way, John Schneider's outdrafted Brad Holmes the last couple of years. He just has. So I'm asking you guys, you know where I stand with it. 248-539-9797. What do we miss there? Got everything?
I think we got everything. Yeah. I mean, for as far as Holmes goes, very lackluster, but it looked as if it was a lack of real urgency when it came to free agency. Where
why wouldn't you sign Bosa to 1 year, $12 million? How's that hurt you?
Right, and then it's still like everything was always, well, we're going to do it our way. Even the restructuring of Goff's contract, like, well, what are you waiting for? What's going to happen? Okay, but what are you waiting for? Yeah, free agency is in progress right now.
No, the people were right. The defenders were right. It didn't matter what they were going to do because they weren't going to do anything of substance.
Yeah.
Shout out DJ Wanham.
All right, and then you halfway did it, and it's like, okay. Well,
but as an example, think about that extra $13 million. That's Cam Jordan. That's Bosa. That's Clowney. I mean, and again, none of these guys are perfect. I'm not building a panacea here.
No,
It's
but
just, you're
Mike,
better if you add them.
I think right now, because it's waiting, so you probably with that $13 million, if you did it correctly, you could probably have both of them, and just bring in some limited depth for 1 year.
Well, we also talked about this. I mean, again, I'm using reporting today. It doesn't mean it maintains itself even tomorrow. For today, if the reports are true that they're done, well, that means we're not getting a Zeitler reunion. We're not going to get a Batonio. We're not going to get that. Like, the idea that you're going to roll into the season, most likely that Mahogany's guaranteed a starting job, unacceptable. Unacceptable.
And I don't see anything major move at the trade deadline because that's not his style. Because people are like, oh, you could go get Max Crosby at the trade. Don't hold your breath.
Well, no, because also, and I would never use the term reporting. I told you like what I'm hearing. Like they don't even believe in the front four at that level. That's why Brad has the attitude he has. They want their guys to occupy blockers and let the linebackers eat. Mm-hmm. That's why they don't care about the player opposite Aiden. That's why you got DJ Wanham, who has next to no pass rush ability and is a run stopper.
And that's how you get beat by Max Brosmer.
Well, yes, but look, I can only go on what we got. I still think they're a good football team, but I don't know how you sell your fans with these ticket prices.
They're good, Mike, but you're in a really good division. So good may be just enough to get you in third or fourth place in the division, being good. Because, the Packers were running away with this thing until Micah Parsons got injured.
Well, that's the other thing.
I think people forget about that.
Well, you forget that the only team allowed to get better is the Lions. You're not being fair.
You're correct.
No one else is allowed to get better.
I stand.
Only the Lions. Yep. 248-539-9797. David, your thoughts on any and all of this?
So it's good to see that Yaxel has returned. That was important for me to see in the first weekend of the NCAA tournament. And again, I'll say if for the people in the back, Cohen Carr continues to play like that, then yes, I will see you in the national title game. But that's a big if.
Yeah,
that's a big if.
Yeah.
Yaxel. I mean, the entire Michigan team just looks really good.
Yes.
Cohen Carr. David, the best way I can describe it, he looks like that senior that knows the next loss is my last loss. And he's out there playing with a sense of urgency that I don't see from the seniors. Like, he took that game over with the block shot, and then he took the ball, passed it out, and then I think he hit a three. Like where was this guy all year long? So, yeah, and then Trey Fort coming off the bench. I mean, he had a pretty underwhelming year, and now the way it's going, he's going to be remembered for doing a lot. Like, some may call it unethical threes that end up being 4-point shots, but it works.
It's basketball. I will say this, though. I'm glad Michigan isn't being stubborn, meaning I'm glad they're going inside out. It's easy tournament time to the guards to just, take over, want to take over. Exactly. But I'm glad they're smart and saying, no, we're going to go inside out. It'll come back to us, but let Mara do what he needs to do. Let Johnson do what he needs to do.
And that's the whole assignment against Bama. Rico nailed it earlier. Don't play their game. They're going to run up and down, try to speed you up, try to fire a bunch of – let them take 43s. Your job is to do the requisite amount of guarding and not give them the open looks. And if they shoot their percentages, so be it. But what you can't do, you need to just punish them. They don't have that size. They don't have the answers to the test defensively. And you know what? This is one where I understand analytics wins out. This is not the game to do that. You've been installed as a 10.5-point favorite for a reason. You are exponentially better at everything except three-point shooting than Alabama. I'll be damned if you fall into their bit. Just play them, punish them, beat them. Done.
You beat Bama, you're in the Final Four.
Why? Because Iowa State's debilitated?
Yeah, I mean, missing one of their better players. I mean, we talked about for UConn and Michigan State. It's not your fault that they're not fully loaded, but take advantage of it.
Yeah. Now, listen, for my sake, I hope they do. I've got Michigan and Arizona, and I know you're scared Duke is a little shaky.
That's okay.
You're going to have to root for Houston. That's got to kill you.
Houston. Hey, Kelvin Sampson.
That's got to kill you.
You know what? I may even donate $5 to their NIL.
Houston, Illinois feels like a lunch bet. You love Illinois. I love Houston. We should do one of those. What?
Because Illinois is just fun to watch.
You love them.
It's stylistically speaking, yeah, it's contrast.
You wish your last name was Beardovich. You would be recruited by Brad Underwood.
You're correct.
If you don't have the last name ending in Vich, you're not going to be recruited.
Hey, Rico,
ILL.
if Mike wins the bet, you take him to Houston's.
Yeah, it's going to be open up at Ford Field soon.
What? David,
We'll get to the people.
Mike, Houston.
Thanks, buddy.
Houston's bet.
Northville Lumber, largest Trex decking outlet in the country, and Northville is Michigan's Trex superstore. They stock all colors of Trex decking, railing, lighting. They have it all the time and at the absolute lowest prices. So whether you're a builder or a do-it-yourselfer, you count on Northville. They're going to have everything you need when you need it. So plan it, build it, buy it, do it with the best in class. It's Northville Lumber. Stop by, take home some samples as well. Northville Lumber, Michigan's Trex Superstore. It's northvillelumber.com. That's northvillelumber.com. All right, we'll get right to the people. Whether it's tournament, Lions tomorrow, going to be a big Red Wing day because it is chips to the middle of the table tomorrow night. Let's go to Jack, 97. Jack, how you doing, buddy?
Mike, how you doing?
Good, boss. What's the word?
Well, want to congratulate you on the death of St. Mary's. Randy Bennett's off to Tempe, and Bucky McMillan took him down. But I know you brokered peace between Rico and I last week, so I'm not gonna come at Rico. I want Rico to stand up for himself because I was too hard on him last week.
Okay.
Rico, last week you gave off that you were okay with the Sweet 16 being the ceiling. I'm here to tell you that Michigan State has as good of a chance to make the Final Four as Michigan does, and I hope you can see that.
Yeah. I said winner of that UConn game, I think, goes to the Final Four.
Okay, and I mean it's purely because UConn doesn't really have a star. I mean, they already retired Alex Caravan's jersey. That's a little premature, and Trey Fort's kind of putting on this. I don't know if you're familiar with Remy Martin from the year Kansas won the tournament. He did nothing all year. He was this portal addition that appeared in the tournament and won him a bunch of games. I think Trey Fort can do that for State, and I think they're going to beat Duke. Shire has the ability to piss down his leg when it's really important. I think State's Final Four bust at this point, and I think they can make it to the title game as good of a chance as Michigan does.
Well, all right, maybe Jack here.
How about hey Jack? How about we split the difference? As Izzo would say, let's just win the weekend.
Yeah, Jack, you can get mad at me. I would be careful about saying UConn doesn't have a star. I mean, look, Solo Ball's been very good this year. Terrace Reed has turned into a really nice player. They didn't get jack from either of those two against UCLA. I agree with you, Jack, is that, look, the same doubts I have about MSU because you played Louisville down Michael Brown Jr., you played UCLA down their best players. So maybe you're right, Jack. But I'm not ready to say they got just as good of a shot. Let's be clear. Michigan's a 10.5-point favorite against Alabama. State's an underdog. There's a difference.
Yeah, I you know what? That's a good point. I prefer Michigan, so I'm looking at it from a lens where, man, State actually is looking like a team that I wouldn't want to play in March. And I think down the line, Michigan State can match up with the UConns, the Dukes, the Houstons, the Illinois.
You know the team who scares me more than Duke, because I agree with Rico. I think they look like they're limping down the stretch. I think St. John's is kind of a better version of Michigan State. And I'm just, hey, look, people can make fun of Rick Pitino because he did some stupid stuff, whatever. Jack, Pitino's a top 5 all-time college basketball coach, period. Look what he did at Providence. Look what he did at Kentucky. Look what he did at Iona. Look what he's doing now. Pitino is, look what he did at Louisville. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, so let's beat UConn, and then, Izzo, 26-9 in the second game of a weekend? So
yeah, the quick turn. I just think St. John's physicality, their tenacity, MSU's propensity to turn the ball over in big spots, that looks scary.
Right. And yeah, before the tournament, no one saw Trey Fort doing what Trey Fort is doing.
I'm happy for the kid because
I thought maybe it was just a North Dakota State thing. Like, yeah, okay. Then he followed it up again. It's like, okay, maybe you got something.
Now it's the final test. Yeah. You do it Friday night, it becomes real. And look, they need him. They need three-point shooting desperately.
And three-point shooting is contagious. All of a sudden now he starts feeling, and yeah, he
it's what they paid him for.
Bombing away. Yeah.
That's what That's what the money's for. Let's go to Phil, 97.1. Phil, how you doing, buddy?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. What's good, Rico? What's good,
Phil.
Mike?
What's the word?
How's it going, Dave? So, everything, you know what? I've been trying to hold off on this for the longest, man, because I felt like calling for something like this is way too soon, like the last couple of years. But I know this, what I'm going to say is probably an unpopular statement, but I kind of have my feel of Brad Holmes because I just think, not to say, because he's done some great things for the franchise. He's brought us out of purgatory. We was in the basement. We was Dungeons and Dragons of the NFL. But I've had my feel because I think he's stuck in scout mentality. And that's fine. If you're a great scout, you're a great scout. He just can't, to me, he's not grasping the concept and the mentality and the managerial skills to be a GM. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, it feels like we're at a, how do I put this, Phil? Feels like we're at a little fork in the road where he's either going to learn on the job and be willing to evolve and do the things that are necessary, but that his contemporaries do, or he's just going to double down, and this is who he is. And right now, this is the third straight off season where I feel like I've seen this movie before. So here's how it works, Phil. If they don't make the playoffs this year, you're not going to be alone in saying what you're saying. Where you get to say, I've had my fill of Brad Holmes, but I'm giving him this season. I mean, come on, I have to do that.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that. I understand it because my thing is we're in it now. So to fire him now would not make any sense.
No,
because we're approaching the draft, we're approaching the new season. So,
but
yes,
in the same tenor, Phil, you have every right, whether it's in the group chat, the barbershop, the office. I don't care if you're talking to a wall. You could say I'm not happy with what he's doing right now. That doesn't make you a bad fan or that you don't know ball. This deification of somebody who's never even sniffed a Super Bowl here, I don't want to hear it. You have every right to have a critique of it. You're a fan. That's what we do.
Yeah. That's where I'm at, But after next, given this wash.
Oh yeah, no. After this season, if they miss the playoffs.
This is the crossroad season, Phil. If you don't get it done now, I can't protect you from people saying now today.
No, because you're
premature.
No, because his last name's not Iserman. We all know there's justice and just us. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks, yeah.
But no, that's the truth. If they didn't make the playoffs this year, you don't think Phil becomes the majority? That's the whole point. You can't miss the playoffs back-to-back years, go 3 years without winning a playoff game.
Well,
have the roster degrade year over year.
No. But see, here's the thing. You don't make the playoffs, and you really didn't make any moves in the offseason. Now, if you made some moves and guys got injured, they got hurt, man, they tried. If everybody would have played together, what could have been? You're looking at this team now like, if everybody stays healthy.
The whole way, but see, okay, I'm not mad at you. I want to address what you said because it really angers me. Not you. It's the line of thinking of, if we could just stay healthy. Every effing team in the league has a dream sequence where no one's injured. That's not the NFL.
Yeah, you don't think the Broncos are saying, what if we just stayed healthy and had our quarterback?
Your quarterback died. I'll let you off the hook for that.
Right.
But if your quarterback's healthy, I don't care who else is hurt. You have to find a way. It doesn't excuse letting a rookie sex you up at home and your offense turning it over 5 times. Like, I'm not going to re-adjudicate the Washington game. You didn't win. And last year, you lost to Pete Brosmer. You didn't make the playoffs. You let Aaron Rodgers roll in here, probably on shrooms, and beat you.
He probably doesn't remember.
I mean, seriously.
We beat the Lions last year? Yes, we did.
By
Aaron.
giving up 230 yards rushing, and then I got to listen about...
Oh, but the referees cheated us on the final play.
Right, because your best player was wearing a Dick Tracy suit and wanted to sound smart. No, it's just at a certain point, everyone but Iserman has to do their job in this town.
Fair.
Because he's just on a different plan.
It's the 14-year plan. The Buffalo Sabre plan.
Tell you what, let them lose tomorrow night and watch what happens. Watch what happens when all the hyenas start calling you on Wednesday.
I'm giving him your private number.
Nope. You leave me
go
be.
ahead and call, Mike.
You leave me be. I ain't listening to that. Go ahead. Take him to church.
586 now.
587-30609. What the hell's that 80s rock song? 867-5309. There you go. Leave a message at the beep.
All right. Look, I know you're looking outside. You're seeing snow, and you're thinking, I can't think spring. Don't worry about it, because spring will come. I promise you.
You're a liar.
I am not. And Natural Way Lawn and Tree Service, they want you to get green and stay green with them. Call 888-GET-GREEN right now. Get on their list of people. They will come up with a plan for your lawn, and they will make sure that you have the best lawn on the block, because you got to start early. By the time you see a weed, it is too late. And if you're tired of fighting weeds, Natural Way Lawn and Tree Service is the company that you want to call because it is far easier to prevent a problem than it is to fix a problem. The early treatments set the tone for the entire season. Plus, if you purchase a full lawn program right now, you'll get free grub control. But you got to mention Rico from 97.1 said to give you a call at 888-GET-GREEN. That's 888-GET-GREEN, or go online at naturalwaylawn.com.
Okay, we'll get back to your phone calls in a moment. Also want to update the people. Jeremy Otto is, in fact, wearing the very famous John Thompson imitating Lou Carnesecca sweater today.
I love this sweater. This is one of my favorite sweaters.
1984
I was waiting
call.
for the St. John's update.
Would you like me to buy you a matching one? We can match
No.
one day?
No. If it was 1986, perhaps.
Come on. This is,
Come on! You're great.
It doesn't have a V like that one does.
No.
Same
I mean,
color scheme.
It's beautiful. Also, congrats. I know you've been making all the graphics for the U of D players transferring to nowhere.
I have not.
It's his side hustle.
Does the transfer portal count if you transfer to the workforce?
St. Cecilia's.
Like, who are these guys? Do you average 2 points a game at U of D? I'm transferring to O'Reilly Auto Parts. Like, where are you going? Where are you going?
I don't know.
Transfer to Amazon. I mean, come on.
Hey, I don't think Calipari's calling you.
Yeah, I doubt it. Okay, sorry. Can we say that?
Yes.
Let's do it. Yes.
You know what? Speaking of Calipari, guys,
Can we say that the Women's March Madness is the least watchable television event ever?
Don't tell that to ESPN because they're banking on this.
Woo!
Can we say,
David, it's bad. Come on. Just say,
that's right,
why
David.
can't, no, can we say that is about can we say that? Can I say that? It's factually true. It's terrible to watch.
Yeah, it's not great basketball.
Go ahead,
No
David.
comment.
No. No, hey, this ain't one of
on,
them
you
this ain't one of them Congress things. You don't get to do no comment.
You're rocking your
enjoy
Las
it.
Vegas Aces jersey over there.
I enjoy it. So, but again, I'm the only one that probably
What do you
does.
enjoy?
All right,
about it.
David's got a fetish for missed layups. So be it.
Lots of threes.
Yes.
As in people wearing the jersey 3? Carry on.
Can we say that Darius Acuff is the best player in the tournament so far?
I would still say now, okay, because Acuff is still playing, I understand the question. I still think Dybonza is the best player in America.
But I'm saying right now in the tournament.
Okay, it's him. I love Kingston. I never can remember his last name. The kid from Houston.
Yes.
The point guard,
Yeah.
Kingston Fleming. I love his game because it's more under control. Definitely a more efficient scorer. But yeah, Acuff is just explosive and aggressive. And I mean, even the other night, they needed him to get High Point out. And he's got superstar written all over him. He's a brute.
Yeah, his stock he went from a last pick of the first round to
He's got to be top 6.
He went from the top 10 to now they're saying, yeah, if you need a point guard, he will be the first point guard taken off the board.
He's fabulous.
He is.
I'm going to go with Bryce Stanford.
Okay. Yeah. Rico's
hey.
Nebraska Hall of Fame.
Your guy.
Hey, you know what? When he heats up, David, 7 3-pointers. Take that. We're moving on.
Can we say Nebraska fans are so annoying because they're so loyal?
Yes.
I get
Yeah.
so annoyed by them.
Yeah.
Go Big Red. Go Big Red. Try building a 2-story
Okay.
building.
First of all, it's all they have.
I know, that's why I hate them.
Second, it's all they have.
Oh,
They
release
have no
the
pro team.
balloons.
Nebraska football and now basketball is their pro team, and they promise a takeover in Houston. No, we're all traveling. We're going to get in the back of the Ned's pickup truck, and we're headed to Houston.
Carry on.
Can we say that Wisconsin's coach Greg Gard is overrated?
He's moldy cheese curds. The last decade, look at it. You're not getting out of the first or second round, the NIT a couple of times. You didn't make a tournament one year, and you dress like Mr. Belding. You're out. Wisconsin hoops should be better than that. Come on. Go dig up Bo Ryan. Put him in a chair. Get the Grinch back.
Yeah, they haven't done well the first weekend whatsoever.
That's because they can't get out of the first weekend.
But then they tear it up in the league, and they're always a top 4 team.
Yeah. He eats off the Big Ten, but then he is who he is. He returns to what he is.
It's embarrassing. Wisconsin should be better than that.
Sticking with the Big Ten, can we say that maybe Mick Cronin is as smart as a fox? as they asked him, what do you need for UCLA to become one of these top teams? And
$5 more million.
$5 more million.
Oh, and he also said to strap Xavier Booker to a space rocket. And I deeply regret paying him. Did you get that part of the press conference?
I didn't get that part.
Fun fact, too. Did you know Mick Cronin's dad, Pep Cronin or whatever his name is? Huge horse racing guy.
I did not know
Big Santa Anita, Saratoga guy.
Oh, that's serious. I thought you were
Yes.
still okay.
No, his dad's a huge horse racing guy, and a horse named Coach Cronin broke its maiden at Santa Anita this weekend.
Did Mick grow up wanting to be a jockey?
That's not right.
That's just so
That's
mean.
not right.
That's just so mean.
It
I was
right
trying
there.
to give you a feel-good moment.
It was right there.
But yes, he was very smart to say I need about $5 million more.
Yeah.
And it would have helped if his best player wasn't out with a bad knee.
It was. But constantly out there saying that we're poor. We're poor. Like, dude, you're UCLA. Really? You got Hollywood money. How are you poor? How are you crying broke all the time?
I mean, the athletic department is broke, but that ain't got nothing to do with your donors.
You maybe should have stuck with the Pac-12. Just saying.
Oh,
Can
okay.
we say, in honor of you, Michael?
What?
Because you called this first.
What?
Syracuse made the right hire with
No, I don't deserve credit. I'll tell you why. Because
Jerry McNamara.
I brought up Jerry McNamara early because I really feel like the only thing that can save Syracuse right now is a former player because nobody wants the job. Like Hodgson turned him down to go to Providence, the dude who looks like Zangief from Street Fighter 2, the guy at South Florida. They got turned down multiply. And then you heard the weird report about Bob Huggins. Look, Jerry McNamara is Syracuse royalty. He did a great job, albeit limited time, at Siena, going from 3 wins to the NCAA tournament. But this is what we'll always come back to. Rico, are they going to support him with money? Now, the problem is they ran off some of their big donors. And I forget his name. It was either Weitzman. It was a guy from New York, huge Syracuse guy. He was bringing celebrities to Syracuse games. He was putting money into the program. They ran him off. They got to figure out, are we going to be big boys at this? Because whether it's Jerry McNamara or whomever, they could hire Carmelo Anthony tomorrow. Rico, if you can't buy players, there's no point to this.
So is this going to keep Carmelo Anthony's kid there, I wonder?
I couldn't. I have no. Maybe.
He's not good. He can leave.
Wow.
I don't know if he's not good, David. They made it sound like he just didn't get played.
I like
the
how
right
David
way.
has already labeled him Bronny James.
Syracuse wasn't that good, and he still couldn't get run. They
but if he's
needed help.
But if he's a kid, if he's a freshman, how many freshmen are going to play at an incredibly high level on a bad team?
I saw on a bad team. Okay.
Right. This
okay.
isn't Peterson or Acuff where I have lots of talent around me. This isn't Fleming at Houston where I have lots of talent. If you're on a morbid team and you're a kid, come on, man. All I'm saying is, all right, David's written him off. He sucks.
I'm sorry.
He's terrible.
A lot of these former NBA guys, kids, I ignore. Whatever.
All right. Can we say
He's labeled him Marcus Jordan.
Wow.
Probably because I watched him thinking,
wow,
whatever. Leave it
wow.
alone.
Shaquille O'Neal's kid.
Sharif?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had a heart problem.
He had a situation.
We found that out later.
Yeah.
Didn't he commit terror? Okay, what are we doing? Rico,
sorry, that's my fault.
That's David's fault.
Yeah.
You continue.
Can we say that Alabama didn't miss Aiden Holloway at all?
Yes, I was very impressed, and I mean that. No smarm. I thought they'd be in major trouble. They were for a bit against Hofstra, and then they simply, I don't know, they got the magic Mario star, and they started playing like glow in the dark. They end up blowing them out. Their performance against Texas Tech was just, that's peak Nate Oates, Bama. Like that game, you could time capsule it and put it in a museum as to what they want to do. 11 threes in the first half, shoot a volume of them, and you dummy your opponent because you're bombing them from deep. Can they repeat that against Michigan? I doubt it. I think that's why the spread is 10.5 and climbing.
Yeah, well, I saw it went to 9.5, so I guess people were starting to put some money on it.
Okay. Godspeed with that one.
Can we say that, you know what, the old coaches still know how to win, where you had Calipari at 67, Sampson at 70, Barnes at 71, Izzo at 71, and Rick Pitino at 73.
You got to take Barnes out of there. You got to take Barnes out of there. That Virginia, please. Please. And that mini Charlie V kid for Virginia sucks. Kid's terrible.
But usually Barnes fails.
Right.
No, I understand.
Well, I guess I say that because it's all about,
Yes.
the new way of basketball and these new coaches and young coaches. Well, the 70-year-old said, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah,
we're
and
not dead yet.
You're right. It still does come down to all those programs are well heeled. I mean, young or old, you got to have
baseball
the money,
season
right? But
is
yes,
ever
it is
so
a nice
close.
moment.
FanDuel
that
letting you choose your own
because I like
reward for
brand
the
name
opening
coaches
week.
making
Customize
deep
it
runs in
whatever
the
way you
tourney. Like
want.
I
You can
like
make your
Izzo
choice. The
versus
reward will
Hurdle.
be ready to use.
That's
on
cool.
The next MLB.
And it's also
That
a yell
obviously,
off. Who can yell at their players more? Can't wait for the pearl clutching media to be in a full blown coma
Do
Friday
you
night.
think that it could outdo the Hurley versus Cronin?
Yes.
Because that was just two angry guys right there.
Yes.
I've never seen anybody get a tech for clapping his hands. I was like,
Wild.
wow.
That's bad officiating. Bad.
I mean, when Steratore is like, well, he clapped real hard.
Can we make Gene Steratore a budget cut? Can we stop? Gene, what do you see? Who cares what Gene sees?
Hey, man, it's good money if you can make it.
I know. I'm just
I ain't
saying.
knocking the hustle, Gene. I'm proud of you.
So it's almost as bad as the sideline reporters.
right.
Hey, Coach, what do you do in the second half? Score more points. Okay, thanks.
Hey, Coach, he kept scoring a lot of points on you. What do you got to do? Defend better. Thanks. Back to you. All right. last
Awful.
one.
It's atrocious.
David, I got time for one more.
No, yes.
All right. Can we say Cinderellas will be back? They're not dead.
No.
They will be back.
No, the last 2 years are indicative of the new world order. You can win a game.
But
Game.
isn't
But
the-
then your tournament ends.
Isn't the point of Cinderella it doesn't happen all the time?
But when it's back-to-back years and not one of them has made the Sweet 16, I don't know, man.
Okay, I'm going to leave it to the arbiter over here.
He did work at an
The
airport.
Cinderella's dead.
But could you not say that number 9 Iowa could be a Cinderella?
No.
I'm not saying it. No.
They're an elephant's ass pimple. I hate watching them play.
Right. Nobody had Iowa in the Sweet 16.
Not Cinderella. No.
Probably because we didn't want it.
Cinderella.
No, okay. They're a Big Ten team. Okay, thank you. Can we say that? All right, good talk. We probably just lost Rico for crosstalk due to a very well-timed joke by me. All right, David, text communications, and then we will, I believe, this is a gala event. Wojo will join us.
Maybe.
Stunning.
Or
We'll
maybe
see. Text communications here. Someone texts in and says, I think Michigan State is going to give UConn everything they want and more. I'm a Michigan fan, by the way. I think MSU takes them down.
Listen, it would be exciting. I mean, I'll tell you, Friday night's going to be incredible. I'll be handicapping the Florida Derby, the whole card at Gulfstream, with State on the television. I mean, if State...
It was the perfect timing for you.
When
I sent the time's out.
You were an angel. You descended from the clouds, and it was just like, it was remarkable. Because I'm like, this is perfection.
And maybe they catch a break, too, because, Hurley was out talking at his press conference, and he's talking about the rematch with St. John's. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because Rieger was like, oh, listen to this. And I thought it was just Rieger
Kinda
being
stepped in
Rieger.
it.
And I was like, wait, he's kind of talking about that rematch with St. John's. Like,
Look, I mean, yes, do I think UConn's going to win? Yeah, I do. But, again, the upside play for State is you do have a superstar. Again, and I understand he's infinitely hateable. I hate some of the crap he's done. But Jeremy Fears can be a Mateen Cleaves type guy. Like, it's not normal for a kid to have 12 points and 17 dimes.
Yeah.
Like, that's a skill. Now, here's the key. The knockdown shooting is going to be their lifeline or where you pull the plug. If Cohen Carr's able to hit a couple open looks, if Trey Fort's going to be the guy they paid for, and look, instead of Carson Cooper, maybe Kohler can knock down a shot or two. State's going to have to get to
and I was about
8
to say,
to 10 three-pointers.
That's what you're going to see. Maybe you get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, as you call him, where he just shows up and...
My fear, though, that Caravan and Reed together, they're going to have their hands full. Our bigs versus theirs. And I'm telling you, Hurley is going to jump their ass because their big-time player did not play well, minus Caravan.
Right.
But, like, solo ball was zero, and Terrace Reed was largely zero until late. Terrace Reed's turned into a really good player. I still don't know how
he went from 30 points in one game to 6 the next.
Yeah.
So it's really which one shows up. Look, I'll know more probably with 10 minutes to go in the game of where they're at because the two teams are the Spider-Man meme.
He's one of the only
team.
Wolverines where I would have been like, you know what? Why don't you cross party lines? I would have loved him.
They thought about it.
I would have loved him because he's tough. He's a tough kid. He's hard-nosed. I like him.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't say I just did.
No, he was. He fit that Spartan DNA. You know what? Derek Walton to me was the same way. He was a tough point guard. I like Derek Walton.
Wait a minute. Why am I hearing you and looking at your co-host? What the hell is going on?
Because one is working today and the other is here.
Bob's not working. Hold on, Jeff. We're totally confused. Bob, what are you doing here?
He has some business to take care of.
I had business to do, but hey, Jeffy, if you want me to hop on with you, I can enhance your show coming up. Sure you did.
Jeff, all I'll tell you, tomorrow is HockeyCon. Tomorrow's a playoff game. Paying customer Costa is in the building tomorrow, and I want to tell you, I have breaking news. Jim Costa has cut the check for playoff tickets. What a moment tomorrow night if they lose to the Senators. Correct.
So Costa bought Pistons playoff tickets?
No. Oh, no. No, he's playing the role of Mo Cheese. He gave the deposit for a playoff appearance that may not happen.
They're guaranteed to not make it now.
I'm sure they'll be happy to apply that check to next year's membership.
Yeah, you're never getting that back.
We'll see. All right, quickly, what's up, Jeff? 30 seconds. How about Yeah, not really. But I know your monologue will be well put together.
He's all about the national title game in state. That's what
I would love to see it, but I just don't. I don't think we're getting there.
So,
wow. You know what's funny? You know,
Rieger's confident.
No,
He's
no,
cocky.
I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go because I know nothing. I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. Here's Rico, 97.1.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change. Kids will grow. New